in the tip-off controlled by Plymouth. Randy Davis has the basketball now into the hands of the point guard, Austin Hodges. Well, he's like your prototypical Plymouth athlete. This kid can do about everything you ask him to do. Neidlinger with it, top of the key to the right side. Randy, shot fake on a three, tries to dribble in, kicked it back out, right elbow Welch. Good ball movement, Neidlinger left wing for three. Short, long rebound outlet, and it's taken by Haney, and it's led up ahead to Leeper, who tried to go right baseline, denied. Davis almost got a steal. Cornet saves it by tight roping the right sideline. So Bremen maintains. They're going right to left on the radio dial. The ball handled now by Aaron Coons. Coons one-on-one with Neidlinger. Gets by him. The ball stripped away by Hodges. 2-on-1 with Davis. Hodges to Davis. Beautiful move for the layup.
You're going to see a lot of that, Tony.
So Plymouth is on the board. 2-0 here in the first quarter with a minute gone by. Randy Davis with the defense, marking up on Cornet, the point guard. Here's a lead down low. Cornet beat everybody, and he scores. Randy Lawson in the shuffle underneath.
Bugaboo so far in practice, Tony, on this team is, can they play the defense that last year's team played?
Talking to Chad Clinton of last year's state champions, and he said the very same thing. He goes, we know this team's going to be able to score. The question is, can they do the same and perform the same on the defensive side of the ball? Ryan Welch has it top of the key. To the right side, Neidlinger looking. Renz trying to post up. Can't. Neidlinger takes his man baseline. Skip pass to the far corner. Caught Davis. Thought about shooting. Goes in hard. Kicks it out to Renz. Right side of Neidlinger. Fake the three. Goes in for the lead-up shot and draws the foul. Then Klinge's going to get called for this one.
Klinge picks up his first, and that's really one of the many facets of Nick's game that's improved is his ability to go to the hole. He's stronger than he was just even 2 years ago now, that he can really get to the hole and reach up there.
Well, he's improved over the last 6 months and bounds in his game, according to Coach Scott. In talking with him, Renz will inbound left of the basket. We need to get it in. Finally, it's caught by Hodges. Near the timeline, right dead center at the tip-off circle. Hodges goes to the right side of Randy. Couldn't follow a baseline read. Now he'll skip it to the baseline. Nice catch, Neidlinger. But out of the left corner, he'll pull it out, and it's Hodges again. Around to Randy Davis. Randy Davis coming in with 989 career points, 49 points. He leans and goes in for a layup and draws a foul.
Just a nice, quiet young man. Never talks too much about himself when you're around. They've been around him a lot in the last 5 weeks, and just a great kid to be around.
Randy Davis, 949 career points coming into the season opener tonight. Last year he shot 54%, made 167 field goals. He was 76% from the free throw line, where he made 101 out of 133. I'll tell you some more amazing numbers here in a moment, as the first free throw by Randy is up, and he scores. So Plymouth now leads by 1, 3-2, with almost 2 minutes gone by here in the first. Randy, to continue, was a 39% shooter from outside, had 71 rebounds, 16 of them offensive, had 85 assists, that was tops on the team, and 88 steals, which also led the team. The second free throw good, that's now 4-2 Plymouth. So Randy now with all 4 of Plymouth's points, and it'll be Cornet to bring the ball up across the timeline. Randy bumps him a little bit. Cornet picks up his dribble. He's in trouble. Kicked to the corner. Coons in the right corner, guarded up by Renz. Uses a screen, but there is Welch to pick up defensively. Davis almost got a steal. Now it's down low to the right elbow and pulling it back out. Cornet now he drives in, dumped it underneath. There's a layup. Score! It's Haney. All because of Cornet's penetration into the lane. So now it's tied up at 4 again. Or I should say tied up at 4.
He went for the charge there, but didn't get it.
Randy Davis, right elbow, had the ball knocked out of his hands, but deflects to Neidlinger, his teammate. Now nice post up, Welch up strong, baked it in!
Right, Welch.
6-4 Plymouth. It'll be Cornet. 106 career points, coming off a 7-point night Wednesday night against Argus in the win. And it's now into the hands of Haney. Or Coons rather, just getting it over to Haney. Neidlinger on him. Bremen fans screaming a foul, nothing called. Now to Leeper, trying to force a pass inside, stolen away from it. Led by Hodges, now to Davis. He's going to pull it back out. Randy looking, he's outside of the arc. Skips a far corner, Neidlinger, doesn't shoot it. Nick looking, he'll dribble into the lane. Dumped it off, Welch, up strong, couldn't finish. Got his own board, put it up, couldn't finish again. Got it again, and this time he's yanked down by Klinge. And he slams the ball down, and a technical foul on Ben Klinge.
Klinge picks up his second plus the technical. And Klinge thought he grabbed the ball, and he may have, but it doesn't matter if you did or you didn't. You don't throw the ball down that hard. You're going to get technical every single time.
Well, emotions run wild when these two teams get together in this 10-decade-long battle.
Randy Davis is going to shoot the free throw.
4:39 to go in the first, and Randy will go to the free throw line. 4 points already tonight. And this is his first trip to the line. No, second, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's already hit 2 for 2.
That's right. And the free throw is up and good.
3 for 3.
Talked about Randy last year. 76% from the free throw line. He was top scorer 22 times last year. His game high last season was 29 points. Hits that free throw, and now it's 8 to 4, so both free throws nailed by Randy Davis. That's exactly what good players do. Randy will get 2 more free throws coming. I don't know if this is wrong.
Randy, that was Ryan Welch who got the rebound. So I don't know what they're going to do here. Welch should have shot the first 2. These are the technical 2 according to the officials.
And Randy's already shot the 2.
Yeah, Ryan Welch was the gentleman who had the ball when Klinge grabbed the ball away from Ryan. Actually, a pretty clean grab.
Well, the thing is, Ryan Welch would be on the line apparently. Now Randy Davis, who's still out there on the line now, talks to the officials. I think Randy knows, but you know what? That's a senior. That is trying to make a move to get some points. John Scott wants an explanation from the official.
Let us have Randy's 2, and then these would be the 2. They just reversed it. You're supposed to shoot the 2 first, and then the technicals.
So Welch will be on the line, and he's short on the first free throw attempt.
To the delight of the Bremen crowd, I think.
Ryan Welch gets to the free throw line a second time, and it is up, and it is no good, so he misses both. 4:39 to go here in the opening quarter. 8-4 Plymouth. It will be Plymouth basketball. And they will inbound on the far side as Jeremy Renz.
I think it's important in these early games to get Nick started early. I'd see him get involved in an offensive basket here.
The 5'8 junior Renz hits his 5'8 junior teammate Austin Hodges. Across the timeline, Austin picked up the dribble. There's Renz to pop out and accept. Back to Hodges' right wing side. Austin looks into Randy on a low block. Had the ball knocked away, stayed with it though. Randy down to the key, looking. Can't find his man inside. Gets the Neidlinger left corner for 3. Nick Neidlinger hits. So Nick hits the rainbow. 11-4 Plymouth. 4:14 left to go in the first. Cornett with the basketball. The point guard now picked up defensively by Davis. Just got it off the Coons with Jeremy Renz almost getting a steal. There's a lob to the right corner, caught by Haney. There's Neidlinger defensively. Haney brings it back out to Cornett. Penetrates into the paint, dumped it off low, layup, score.
Ryan Isler picks up his first 2.
And here comes Plymouth the other way. Davis had the ball knocked out of his hands and a spin move into the lane. Coons knocks it away from him defensively.
Brandon Elliott coming into the game. Hodges. I tell you what, he's really the X factor this year. This kid has such explosive ability and brings a certain amount of toughness to the team that the team lacks.
That's right. Referring to Brandon Elliott, the 5'11 junior. Plymouth inbounds right of the basket. Renz trying to find Randy, and it's knocked out of bounds off the diving Aaron Kuntz, the 5'11 senior for Bremen. 3:46 to go here in the opening quarter. 11-6 Plymouth. Inbound. There's Renz, right block. Throwing up the short jumper, Randy Davis. Good look by Jeremy. 13-6 now Plymouth. So Randy Davis now with 8 points in the first quarter. Cornett with the basketball. Left side to Coons. Coons picked up there by Elliott defensively. Now to the right side, handled by Leeper. Leeper picked up his dribble, but got Cornett on the right angle high. There's Davis on him defensively. Cornett found his cutter, Haney, and that's a blocking foul on Jeremy Renz, who didn't get there in time, apparently. Stopping the clock at 3:22 with that foul.
Jeremy picks up the first team foul for Plymouth.
13-6 your score. Plymouth with the lead. It'll be an inbound coming up here for the Lions. Oh, no, they're going to say it was a shooting foul. So Chris Haney, the 6-foot junior, will go to the free throw line. Last year against Plymouth only had 4 points, coming off a 3-point performance against Argus, and he rainbows the first one in. 13-7 now. Haney, a right-handed shooter.
3 points for Haney on the night.
He's the number 2 guard on this. He's an average outside shooter. Does a lot of his work around the paint. Hits both free throws there, and it's now 13-8. Randy Davis at the top of the key for Plymouth, and he threw it away.
Yeah, one of the problems we got is Randy has not played a lot with Brandon Elliott. Brandon played a lot of baseball this summer, didn't play a lot of basketball, so it's going to take a while to get them used to play with each other.
Bremen will be inbounding. Going to be Cornett with the basketball.
Sam Paulsich in the game for Jeremy. Give Jeremy a blow.
Cornett on the left wing side gets it down. Oh, broken up by Welch, who stepped in the lane. To Davis. Nice spin move. Randy dishes it up. Elliott a 3 off the mark. Rebound, ball stitch. Sandy keeps it alive, and he's fouled from behind, and that's going to be on Bremen's Ryan Hessler.
Hessler picks up his first. Bremen's starting to put some fouls together now. It's 5 team fouls.
Sandy, a good offensive player. Very quick, sizable, plays hard, inbounds. There's Davis left elbow. Popping out Sam with the basketball. False stitch. Lost it for a moment. Almost threw it away. Nineligger with his long arm saved it. Nineligger at the free throw line in the near side on the bounce pass to Elliott. Elliott takes it right elbow, stops, kicks it out far side Davis. Here comes a long 3. Randy off the rim, no good. Rebound tipped around, and it's taken by Cornett. Cornett now will slow it down, get across the timeline. To the left side, it's Haney. 1-on-1, gets by false stitch, marked up defensively, and Elliott prevented the shot from being made. Goes after the loose ball on the floor, and a jump ball call.
Stay with Bremen on this possession.
So they were inbound right to the basket here with 2:28 to go in the opening quarter. 13-8. Plymouth has the lead. It'll be Leaper, the 6-foot junior, to inbound. Trying to find somebody to cut open, and there he is, Cornett with it. Cornett at the top of the key, got it up by Davis. Cornett, left-hand dribble, picked up his dribble now. And lobs it far corner, caught Leaper. Elliott right on him. A little elbow to straight some room Leaper. Now Elliott gets called for the contact. Scott steps up saying, hey, Leaper's throwing an elbow here.
A lot of offensive contact there. That'll be Brandon's first.
2:15 to go here in the opening quarter. First foul on Elliott. 5th foul, make that 2nd foul on the team. And bounding to be Haney for Bremen. And Cornett will catch it in the backcourt across the timeline. He'll bark out the play call. Nineligger will pick up Cornett. Cornett finds his man cutting through. Leaper for 2. Got behind Randy. Cornett's done that 3 times tonight. Now it's a 3-point game. 13-10. Plymouth with the lead. They have the basketball. Ryan Welch to the right side, Davis. Randy marked up by Coons. Now to Elliott. Brandon to the elbow. Up high. False stitch. Wants to take his man deep. Draws a double team. Finds his cutter. Nineligger into the lane to false stitch. Doesn't shoot it. Nice skip to the other side. Battled there by Davis. Dribble penetrates in the lane. Kicked it out. Nineligger left angle high. Nineligger. Now the false stitch at the top. Sam looks at the elbow. Nineligger. Nothing happening inside. Kicks it back out to false stitch at safety. And then Elliott zigging toward the corner. False stitch went to throw it to him, and he wasn't there.
Sam and Elliott not on the same page again. That's the same thing we talked about before.
So a minute 24 left to go here in the quarter, and now Bremen with a 3 could tie this one up. It's 13-10. Lions with the basketball in the minute 19 to try to work off the first quarter clock. Cornett on the right side gets to the free throw line, stopped there by Davis's defense. Baseline jumper put up and in by Ryan Hessler. Only 48 points last season by the junior, and he's been hot. 6 points against Argus last night, 4 already here tonight. This is Welch to the right side, Davis. Nice screen. Tries to dribble through traffic, and now he's looking to protect the ball. Got a lead, an opportunity, and scored. Randy Davis wouldn't quit. 15-12, Plymouth. Down to 42 seconds to go in the first. Cornett, 1-on-1 with Davis. Cornett hops in the lane, dumped it off. He left him open again, but blowing the bunny there was Hessler. And Elliott grabs the loose ball, leads it up court, and now he'll slow it down. Davis on the left wing side, looking, hopping into the lane, dipping to the corner, Nineligger back out to Randy. Down to 24 seconds to go in the quarter.
We're going to go 1 here.
Nineligger with it, right angle high. Nineligger will hold on to the basketball with no pressure right now. Killing clock down to 10 seconds to Randy Davis. The Mr. Basketball candidate has got it with 8 seconds, 7 seconds. 5 seconds. Randy says, I want the one-on-one. Gets by one. Right elbow. Lean in with 1.5 seconds, and his shot off the rim. No good. No foul called. We're through one quarter of basketball here at Bremen High School. 15-12 in favor of the Pilgrims on 1050 Sports.
Trying to skip past it to the opposite corner.
So, it'll be Bremen basketball, trailing by 3, 15-12. Jeremy Renz and Nick Downing will be checking in a moment. Cornett picked up by Davis at the top of the key. He got away with a walk! My goodness, he took 2 steps. He didn't put the ball down. Cornett dribbles Davis on him. Great defense by RD. Kick to the right side. Handled there by Hessler. To the right corner. In trouble there is Matt Barr. Got a baseline pass that found Coons on the near wing. Back out to Cornett. Cutting through Hessler. To the right corner. Barr down low. Couldn't get it. Now he finds his man. Hessler cuts through and scores. And now Bremen's lead, or deficit, down to 1. 15-14 Plymouth. Randy Davis on the right wing side. Welch has it top of the key. To the far side, Elliott. Now to Felstich, to Hodges. Hodges to Welch in the post up, in between the blocks. Kicked it out far corner. Davis no 3. Davis pulls it back out. Skipped to right corner. There's Hodgie. Austin's going to get to the right elbow. Nothing happened. There's the post-up lead to Welch, who lost the ball. Looks to get it back. And it's going to be loose and a travel and up out of bounds on Bremen. 3 bodies on the floor, and Hessler's the one that went out of bounds.
Welch and Randy take a break now. One of the things we talked about too is when Randy's off the floor, who's going to try to pick that offense up? That has to be Nick Nyler. Sam obviously had a great offensive summer, but this is set basketball now, totally different than what they played during the summer.
Nylander grabs the inbound, gives it to Austin Hodges. Austin screaming for somebody to do something, and there's Nylander on the left wing side. Nick hits the left elbow, dribble, penetrates in the lane, couldn't spin it in. And a rebound to Coons, and then he lowered his shoulder.
He traveled.
Knocked down Renz, and there's no call. I mean, he just lowered his shoulder. Down to 6:15 and counting to go in the second. A 1-point lead for Plymouth in jeopardy here with Bremen with the basketball. Matt Barr lost the ball. Elliott gets a steal, then lost it, got it back, and then had the ball stripped away again. Elliott screaming foul as he got slapped, but the official just looks at him with his whistle in mouth. Hodges in the front court, Plymouth running the offense. Now Elliott on the right wing side. Elliott thought about taking his man, does it. Renz now with it. Jeremy at the top, popping out Felstich, left angle high Nylander, popping out Hodges at the top. Now to the right side, Elliott, right angle. Ellie, now to Renz. Renz to the far side, Nylander, sets for 3. Off the rim, Elliott overshot the ball and missed the rebound opportunity, and Bremen will pick it up, and here they go.
Nice double screen, good open look for Nick.
Eric Zeltwanger with Cornett out of the lineup is now the point guard, and he has it on the right wing side for the Lions. Now to Eric Coons. Coons has played so far, has not taken a breather. Kicks it left side. Here's a 3 by Haney, and it's off the rim and misses. And the rebound comes to Hodges, the smallest man in the group. Hodges gets to the right elbow, and they'll bring it back out to Renz. Now to Felstich. Over to Nylander. Nylander looking. Now to the far side, Elliott. Now to Felstich on the left angle high. Hodges. Free throw line, kicked it out right side. Outside of the arc, Nylander again. Thought about skip passing, and had a reach-in foul call on Matt Barr. Stops the clock at 4:52 here in the second. 15-14 Plymouth. Checking back at the beginning over the Lions will be David Leeper, the junior. Leeper scored only 2 points against Argus Wednesday night. Inbounding for the Pilgrims will be Jeremy Renz right in front of the Bremen bench off to our right. And the lob out caught by Hodges. He's near the timeline. He'll cross it with a right-hand dribble. Stay that right hand. Now to Felstich on the right angle. Jeremy pops out. Now over to Elliott left wing. Elliott looks. Elliott's still looking. He's marked up with Haney. Elliott dribbles once, kicks it right side to Hodges. Top of the key to Felstich again. Marked up there by Hessler. Now Felstich picks up the dribble and finds Renz on the left wing. Elliott slips through after getting tangled up with Haney, his defensive man, and now worked over to the right side, Nylander. Nylander to the right elbow, and they'll just reverse it over to Felstich right side. Felstich picked up his dribble. Now dribble a couple of times, look for some help, and there's Elliott. Good ball control for now. 4:10 and counting up to go in the second quarter.
Nice double screen, Nick wide open.
And Neilinger hits the three.
Good offense.
Great patience on offense by the Pilgrims. They lead by 4 now at 18-14. On the far side, it's Zellweger. Across the timeline he goes with Neilinger picking him up. Pass underneath, bumping off his bar, bank shot, no good. 13 feet out. Elliott grabs the board. He's going to quickly hustle up the court and now pulls it out. We'll run the half court. Hodges, the false stitch in the corner, Neilinger. Nick uses a screen, dips it right corner. Elliott does not shoot it. Now back up to the top there, or I should say Neilinger. On the Wrens, popping out Hodges' right elbow. And he threw it away. Neilinger was not positioned to accept that pass. It looks like Hodges just kind of threw it without really seeing it develop. So a turnover by Plymouth with 3.5 to go in the second. Stops the clock then, and we're 18-14 in favor of the Pilgrims. And Coons finally took the breather, and now he's back in.
Randy back in, so is Ryan Welch for Plymouth.
3:29 left to go here in the second.
Plymouth back now with their starters for the last 3 minutes of the second half.
Randy picks up Zeltwanger on the right side. Now to Haney on the right wing. Haney picks up his dribble. Hodges all over him, and he's able to get into the hands now of Leeper. Leeper to the right side. Down low lead to Haney. And he blew the bunny. And Davis gets called for over the back.
And he picks up his second.
Coons beat him underneath positionally and forced Randy to foul with 3:08 to go in the second. 18-14 Plymouth. So an inbound left to the basket coming up here for the Lions. Davis will check out.
With 2 fouls, he almost has to set for a few minutes here.
Elliott will inbound. Leeper wants to inbound for Bremen, and he throws it clear out to the top, cut there by Barr. And Matt Barr, the 6-foot junior, gets it into the hands of Zeltwanger. To the baseline, here's a short jumper up and good by Aaron Coons. And now it's a 2-point game, 18-16 Plymouth. Under 3 minutes to go in the half. Ryan Welch to the right side, handled there by Elliott. Top of the key, Hodges. Far side, Neilinger. Popping out Wrens. Wrens, now to Elliott. Now to Welch, and Elliott for some reason forced it as Welch was trying to make an inside move. 2-on-1 the other way, finished off by Barr. Tie ball game. So a transition bucket for the Lions off a Plymouth turnover. Tied up at 18-all with 2:22 now to go in the second quarter. Hodges with the basketball. Neilinger to Welch. Ryan looking. Ryan still finds his man cutting through. Elliott kicked it to the corner. Neilinger's three. Way short. Loose ball. Plymouth grabbed it and fouled on the way up was Jeremy Renz.
Got by Jeremy getting the rebound. Shortest player on the floor. But strong. Lower body strong.
So the foul will go to Bremen's Matt Barr. That'll be his second of the evening. Cornett will be in here in just a moment. Jeremy Renz will go to the free throw line. He was the player hacked going up. Last year,
10 of 14.
16 points.
Yeah. From the free throw line last year.
Had 10 points there from the charity stripe indeed, and the free throw is flung up and good. Had 20 rebounds for the 5'8 junior. He played a total, they had in a statistics, 221 minutes. So we got some valuable playing time, especially early in the season.
That rolled into the game for Plymouth.
The free throw is good by Jeremy. It's a 1 difference. Here comes the second free throw. That one's up. That one's good. So it's a 2-point lead for Plymouth as Jeremy hits both charity shots. Plymouth will back off in the full court press. And now it's Zeltwanger with the basketball. Finds his cutter. Coons, nice catch. Puts it up over Hodges. Missed it. Rebound Welch. And he gets it to Austin, who almost lost it out of bounds. Whew. And Hodges will bring it across the timeline. To the right side of Matt Galt. Now to Renz, over to Welch. Into the hands of Neilinger. Neilinger looking for somebody. Still looking, now popping out Ryan. Ryan still with the basketball. Coons guarding him way out of no man's land, and now to Neilinger. Popping out Renz. Renz to Welch, left elbow, back door to Hodges, and the ball knocked out of bounds. Good reach by Zeltwanger to knock it out of play. So there'll be an inbound coming up here for Plymouth with 1:25 to go in the second. 20-18 Plymouth. They're looking to tack on 2 more here off this inbound play. Renz lobs, it's cut. I think a short shot, missed it. Got his own board, puts it up, missed it again. Got his own board, this time he finished. Third time's a charm bucket for Nick Nollinger, 22-18 Plymouth.
Adding his stats there.
Here's a kick to the near baseline, worked out by Leaper. Now to lead down low, up strong, Matt Barr, got the roll. Down to a minute left, 22-20. Here's Matt Gold trying to lean in, and hit the ball stripped out of bounds by Coons.
58 seconds left.
And Matt Gall, I tell you, you're going to be hard-pressed to find a more hard-working player than him on this team. He will see some valuable playing time this season. Renz will inbound, left of the basket for Plymouth. Nice post-up, Neininger tried to step through a double team, and a jump ball call as Cornett got his hands in on the ball.
There goes the Bremen.
57 seconds left to go here in quarter 2. 22-20, Plymouth has the lead. Cornett has the basketball as they bring it across the timeline. Left side handled there by Coons into the post-up. Cornett against Renz. Cornett, no shot. To Zeltlanger out high, back to Cornett. Cornett looks, we're down to 38 seconds. Looks like the Lions are looking for the final shot. Zeltlanger forced a bad pass. Cornett goes after it, still loose. Saved by the Lions. No, it was on the baseline, and Coons was the last Bremen player to touch it.
Finally we get a turnover. We'll go with Randy in the game for the final shot here.
So Randy Davis will have the basketball with 30.4 seconds here. At least he checks in.
They've already worked on this in practice. They know exactly what play they're going to run.
Neininger has it with 25 seconds left. Neininger dribbles across the timeline. Looks to Randy. He has it with 21 seconds left. Randy Davis with 10 points already in this first half. Has the basketball. And now a count goes on Randy. Randy finds Hodges popping out. Back to Randy. Denied the baseline. 5 seconds. Pulls up right sideline. No good. Missed it. Bremen with a chance. Zeltlanger from 3/4 court will be way short with the shot. So we're at halftime. Sponsored by our good friends at Country Auto Center, where everybody gets a great deal. And your score. Plymouth 22, Bremen 20.
And here to shoot 2 now.
3 officials and the one on the near side here did not see Randy's arm get grabbed.
Randy knows that he's got to pick up the offense a little bit until his team gets more comfortable out there scoring from other positions.
I don't mean to single out that, but I mean that was so blatantly obvious that I can't believe it was missed. Renz will inbound right in the basket. Renz looking to near corner Hodges. Austin guarded up by Cornett. Popping out Ryan Welch to the right side. Neininger to Davis. Nice right baseline drive. Kicks it out. Good catch Hodges. Top of the key Neininger.
Good ball movement.
Neininger from the right elbow. Darts in. Did he get fouled? Nope. It's lost out of bounds.
From the turnover as Nick very physically abused there on the way in, but no foul called.
1 minute gone by here in the third. It's tied up at 22 all. Cornett with the basketball. Bremen with a chance to go ahead. There's Cornett hopping into the lane. Kicked it off left side. Haney a 3. Way short. And Welch grabs the rebound. Outlets Neininger. He's a 2-on-1 with Davis. The lob tipped to Randy, but he still caught it and managed to lay it in.
Randy Davis.
24-22. 12 points in the evening now for Randy. Bremen basketball. It'll be Cornett with the basketball. 106 career points coming into tonight's game for Cornett. The point guard's going to shift and now shift again. Randy stays with him though. Hands it off to Hessler. Hessler at the top of the key outside the arc to Haney. Haney guarded up by Nollinger. Now back to Hessler at the top. That's the reverse right corner. Caught there by Leaper. Goes baseline on Hodges. Kicked it back out. Haney to the free throw line. Just outside of it is Coons. Shot up. Score. Foul called on Plymouth away from the ball.
And Coons picks up his 4th.
Basket counts. We're now tied at 24 all.
Jeremy Renz picks up his 2nd.
Inbound Bremen right in the basket. It'll be Chris Haney, the junior, to do the honors. And it'll be caught in the corner by Coons. Welch way out defensively. He'll switch now as Neininger picks up Coons at the top. Look at that elbow that they get away with. Now to Leaper. Baseline drive. Forced up the shot. No good. Rebound. Welch had it knocked out of his hands. No!
Nice help defense.
It was off. Okay, it was off Hessler. Okay, that's what I thought.
The ball.
Hodges with the basketball. Plymouth going right to left on the radio dial. Hodges spins, needs help. There's Renz. Back out to Hodges, and we'll try it again. Out of Ryan Welch, out high to the right side. Handled there by Hodges. Austin to Davis, sets up for three. It's on its way. Good!
Randy D.
So RD hits his first three of the night. 27-24 Plymouth. Here's Haney darting in. Kicked it out, left elbow, jumper up, Hessler, good. So Bremen answers with a two. Plymouth's lead one. 27-26 with 5:26 to go in the third. Davis on the right side. Top of the key, Welch, left wing to Renz. On the left corner, Nolinger popping out Hodges at the top. Austin had it poked away, stayed with it. Now at the left elbow high, Renz stepping through, stripped of the ball by Cornet. Man ahead to Haney, and he's got a breakaway. And he lays it in. And Bremen takes the lead for the first time tonight, 28-27. Davis with a basketball at the top of the key. Now to Neinlinger. Now to Renz, over to Hodges. Hodges to Welch. Ryan to the right side, Randy leads through traffic, zigzags. Kick it to the cutter, Renz. Back out, Neinlinger sets for three, way off. And the rebound, chase after, saved by Hessler. And here comes Bremen. Cornet. They slow it down, kick it to the far corner, Haney. Back to the top, Cornet. 28-27 Bremen. They have a chance to open up their lead here. Cornet threw a bad pass and it goes out of bounds at the fingertips of Haney.
Then Elliott coming in to Jeremy Renz.
Ryan Welch will be inbounding here for the Pilgrims. (28-27) the score. And Plymouth will have the basketball. Hodges, with his team trailing, gets it to Neinlinger. Lob for Hodges and the back door, layup missed. To rebound Hessler. Hodges was in the air and couldn't finish when he caught it. So Cornet will now lead it back the other way for Bremen. Cornet, one-on-one against Randy. Now to Hessler back out. Cornet again. Popping out Coons with Elliott guarding him. Now down low, turning, fouling over Welch, and making the basket is Hessler. 3-point lead for Bremen now, 30-27.
10 points for Hessler.
Randy Davis to the top of the key, Welch. Left side, Neinlinger down to Hodges. Looking for Elliott to pop out. There he is. Brandon looks. There's Davis. One-on-one with his man. Spin at the right elbow. Now down low to Welch. He goes up strong. Scores! Ryan Welch makes the bucket. Plymouth trails by 1, 30-29. Can Welch get back on defense? He deflects a pass, and it's taken by Neinlinger. The other way, and Neinlinger lost at the corner for the easy two. So Bremen gets a big bucket back at 32-29 now. They have the lead. The ball just went off the hands of Neinlinger. Hodges to Elliott. Now over to Welch. Popping out. Neinlinger to Davis. Hodges. We're spreading out the Bremen defense. Now we got to move the ball. Hodges on the left wing. Top of the key, Elliott. Popping out Welch. Ryan trying an inlet pass, and this gets kicked out of bounds. It almost took out a kid sitting in the front row on the Bremen side. We wanted for his dad's goaltending-like reflex, who made the save. A kid would have been eating a Wilson. Ryan Welch will take a seat. Ryan Welch has put in some good time, and here's Cam Robinson with more on that.
Thanks, Tony. Ryan Welch is a 6'3" senior for Plymouth who has been playing basketball since he was 5 years old. He's also a varsity baseball player and is a member of Future Teachers of America, Pep Club, and Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Ryan's experience as a senior should lend itself to a great year for Plymouth Program basketball. Tony?
Thanks, Cam. And off a shot missed by Plymouth, it's going to be Bremen basketball. Coons able to get it into the hands of Zeltlanger. Down low lead, forcing up the shot, and a blocking foul they called on Elliott as Hessler is the one that went up.
Well, that's close call. It looks like they had him. Everybody was in position.
32-29. I'm sorry, Larry. 32-29 here in the third quarter. Bremen has the lead. Hessler will go to the free throw line. Hessler tonight has been to the line At one time, this will be his first time, I should say.
That is 10 points, all 2-point field goals.
Well, Hessler played a lot off the bench last season, but got some valuable playing time. That free throw deadens off the back of the rim and drops through. 33-29 Bremen. A 4-point lead, looking to make it 5 as Hessler delivers and misses. Got his own board, and then he ran into some bodies and coughed it up. Davis comes away with it for Plymouth. Davis crossover, spin in the lane, draws a triple team. Hodges for 3. Got it! Elliott hit the 3. All right. So Elliott hits the home run, and now Plymouth trails by 1 just like that, 33-32. Zeltwanger one-on-one with Hodges. Hodges stays with him step for step. Now trying to work through Barr. Leaper. Zeltwanger to Leaper for 3. He answers right back as we left him alone. 36-32, it says right on the scouting report. Don't leave him open. Hodges on the left angle high. Plymouth trails by 4 now again. 1:30 left to go in the third. This is Elliott with the basketball. Tries to get it to Randy out of the right elbow. Popped it out, false stitch to Hodges, left wing. Now to Davis outside the arc to Neidlinger. Still outside the arc, right angle high. Now to Elliott. Elliott to false stitch left elbow. Now to Davis. Down to 1:12. False stitch looking. There's Neidlinger on the right wing side. He wants a one-on-one. Seeing the lane, leans into it, and he draws a blocking foul on Bremen. Nick couldn't finish. Nick was upset with himself.
Those are all things that fell all summer long. Just got to get relaxed in these varsity games.
It's a good point. Good point. So Neidlinger will go to the free throw line, where last year the Plymouth senior was 8 of 12 on the season.
Hessler picks up his foul.
He averaged 2 points a game and misses the free throw here. Chris Haney and Ben Klinge will check in. Ben Klinge has not played an awful lot of minutes tonight. The reason why, early foul trouble. He's playing with 3. False stitch will be the man marked up on Klinge here as soon as this next free throw will go from Neidlinger. And Nick missed that one. Tipped up by false stitch, but taken by Bremen.
Nice tip out. Nobody there, though.
Zeltwanger, quick outlet. Caught by Haney. Double team, kicked it out, Ben Klinge. Got it in the low post, turn fouling Matt Barr, fouled Plymouth, Randy Davis.
RD picks up his 3rd.
53, 6 seconds left. And to the free throw line for the Bremen Lions will be Matt Barr. Matt Barr didn't get a lot of playing time last season, but he flings up the first one and hits. Only had 4 points last year. That scores his first one of the season. Oh, I'm sorry, he's had a few points tonight.
He's got
5 points. So he goes over his career mark as this makes the free throw, and it's now a 38-32 lead for Bremen. 47 seconds to go in the third. Hodges to Elliott. Now to Davis. Davis outside the arc, can't find nobody cutting, and now finally popping out Neidlinger. Neidlinger to Elliott. 35 seconds left, false stitch. From the right elbow, kicked it out to the wing. Neidlinger darts into the lane to the free throw line. Now back into the hands of Davis, which the clock showed 25 seconds left. False stitch to Hodges, left wing. Good movement. 20 seconds left. 38-32 in favor of Bremen. Davis with 15 seconds. So Randy, for a 3rd consecutive ending of a quarter, will have a chance to get the final shot. 7 seconds, Randy Davis. To the post up, Hodges. Back up to Randy. He tries a baseline kick. Caught by Elliott at the horn. His 3 off the rim. Set it up, but couldn't finish. And after 3 quarters of basketball, Bremen, 38-32, the Bremen Lions lead. Time now to give away this pizza. We'll give it away to caller number 10. Caller number 10 at 936-4096. A 16-inch one-topping pizza from our great friends at Bruno's Pizzeria. Bruno's, you can't do what we do. So caller number 10, good luck at 936-4096. Zellweger may have got away with a walk to begin the fourth quarter. The Lions going left to right on your radio dial have the basketball. Zellweger, with Davis face guarding him, now getting in the hands of Matt Barr. Barr looking with false stitch guarding him. Barr dumped it underneath the Haney. He got away with a walk. Ball stripped away by Elliott. Red jerseys surrounded Haney, and he was in trouble from the get-go. There's Nylander for three in the corner. Good! And it's a 3-point difference. 38-35 as Nick hits a three. And for Nylander, his third three of the evening. 7:15 and counting to go in his third. On the right corner, Haney. Haney dribble penetrates, lost the ball, got it back. The ball apparently got tipped, and Haney gets a short jumper anyhow and scores. Back to a 5-point difference. Plymouth trailing 40-35. Randy Davis has the basketball. Out of the right side, Renz. Renz now gets it to Nylander to Falstich. Falstich to the left side of Elliott. Betting baseline drive, so he'll give it now to Renz. To Davis, right elbow, jumper up, and that one's good. Randy Davis puts his team within three. 40-37 with 6:35 left. Plymouth showing a little bit of token pressure now in the full court. Now Elliott will match up with Zellweger. He gets across the timeline. Renz tried to trap him. Zellweger in trouble. Right corner, Cleany will get it back into the hands of Haney. Right elbow penetrates and a arm check foul at Sam Falstich. Stops the clock at 6:20.
Sam picks up his first, out of bounds side, keep the pressure going.
It'll be an inbound left of the basket here for Bremen. Falstich will take his seat. Ryan Welch checks back in. Here we go with the inbound. It'll be Matt Barr left of the basket, trying to find somebody, and there it is, Coons along the right baseline. Red's doing some good body work on him. Now double teamed with Randy. Coons threw it away, but he got help, and Barr throws up a spin shot that rolled in. Matt Barr with a big bucket, 42-37 with 6:06 to go in the fourth. Davis from the left elbow has to pull it back out. Now gives it to Nylander on the right wing side. Now a reach-in foul away from the ball, and who's that on?
Still down Bremen, holding on Randy, I believe.
Matt Barr will get this foul.
42, Matt Barr. That's his third.
Well, we talked about it. How is Randy going to be able to react when teams really focus on him? Tug the shirt, give him a little knuckle nudge. Here's Renz the inbound for Plymouth. Finds the post-up man. Welch goes up strong and scored. Ryan Welch with a great power move, and it's 42-39. Now we need a defensive stop. 5:45 to go in the game. Right side, Haney. Crossover, dumped it underneath the Clingy. Baseline jumper, good from 5 feet out. 44-39. Bremen moving the ball just as well tonight. You can tell they got a game underneath their belt. A little more fluid right now. And they have the lead here. Renz with the basketball to the far side, Davis. Davis cuts into the lane, floats up a jumper. That one's good, and now Plymouth trails by 3 again. 44-41 with 5:10 remaining here in the game.
19 for Randy.
Zellweger brought it up there by Elliott near the mid-court stripe. Zellweger down the front court, found his cutter. Haney lost the ball. It's still loose on the ground. Jump ball call. It'll be Plymouth possession. Ryan Welch went on the floor and got his big hands in, and that worked out. And the Plymouth Pilgrims, with the 3 is hit, will tie this one up. So 5:02 to go in the fourth. 44-41 your score. Randy Elliott has the basketball, and Steve Cornett into the game now will mark him up. Elliott across the timeline. Looks for some help as he picked up his dribble. And there's Welch out high, gets it over to Renz. Jeremy, left-hand dribble. He's a southpaw. Left side into the hands of Nylander. Takes him low, kicked it to the wing. Davis left open in the corner for 3, and the tie. In and out. Rebound Nylander. Up strong, draws the foul.
Nice offensive rebound by Nick. Got inside position. Had to send Nick to the line to shoot 2. Nick tonight is 0 for 1 at the line.
Nylander to the free throw line for the Pilgrims, where he's scored 11 points this evening.
He's actually 0 for 2 from the line, and that one's on its way in perfect.
And Plymouth now trails by a deuce. 44-42, 4:38 to go in the fourth. And another free throw to Nick to cut this lead of Bremen's to 1. Got it. 44-43, folks. We got a new ball game. Full court press put on now by Plymouth. Klingy, outlets caught there by Leeper. He has the basketball. Wren's trying to mark him up. Leeper avoids the trap for the dribble. Now to Haney. Low block. Lost the ball. Randy Davis loose. And he threw it out of bounds for the ball.
Good pressure defense by Plymouth.
So it'll be Plymouth with a chance to regain the lead on this possession. 44-43 with 4.5 under 4.5 now to go in the game. Elliott with the basketball as Cornett guards him up across the timeline. To the left corner, Davis. Davis looking. Now he'll start his dribble. Gets to the right elbow. Nothing happens. Stutter step. Kicks to the corner. Niagara, three! Off the rim and a rebound. Renz couldn't grab it. Coons does. And Bremen will go on the counter. They still have the lead. It's 1 point. 44-43. Cornett with the basketball. Plymouth needs another defensive stop. It's Coons on the left wing side. Coons looking. Klingy pushes off from Welch. Klingy dribbles in, kicked it to the far side to Coons again. Still outside the arc. Coons waits for help. There's Cornett. Cornett's your trouble. Slips, falls, lost the ball, got it back. Spins away from traffic, throws up the floater, missed it. Rebound, tipped up by Cornett. Stays out. Loose ball. Rans is fouled. And that will stop the clock.
Finally got a rebound there. Nobody blocked out the shooter.
Cornett called for the foul as he just, once he lost his shot or missed his shot, he just went in recklessly, and that will cost him. That's his fourth. And a timeout called by Bremen. So with that timeout, let's take a 30-second break and come back here to the Lions Den. Plymouth trails by 1. They got the basketball with 3.5 left to go in the game after the 3.
And we're back to the original starting 5 for Plymouth,
which is Welch, Hodges, Maliger, Renz, and Davis. It'll be Hodges with the basketball. And they bring it across the timeline, picked up by Zeltwanger defensively. Hodges backs him up inside the arc. Look for some help, and there's Welch out high. Now to Hodges on the right wing. Austin waits for Randy. There it is. Randy got bumped from behind, no foul. Protects the ball, leans into it, banked it home for the lead. Beautiful move by Randy. 1 point lead, Plymouth 45-44. Here's Leeper getting away with the walk, coughed up the ball, and a reach-in foul by Niagara stops the clock at 3:06.
They're actually going to get Haji on that.
Is it Haji?
Good ball pressure, though.
John Scott saying that Leeper carried the ball while he was dribbling, and
his first and only the team's fifth, so it's out of bounds Bremen.
Inbounding for the Lions will be Chris Haney right in front of the broadcast location. Well, this Bremen team is going to be a good one. The inbound, and David Leeper has it. 45-44 Plymouth. 3 minutes to go here in the fourth. Leeper to Haney, who did not cut, and the pass goes out of bounds. So some miscommunication by the Lions late in this one. They'll give the ball back to Plymouth, and they'll have a chance to extend their 1 point lead. 45-44. Hodges to the right side, Niagara. Plymouth going right to left as they set up on your left side. Davis to Hodges at the top now. Looking for somebody. Good recognition by Hodges. He thought about going to Renz, but Renz wasn't ready. Oh, Davis with a baseline drive. Hung in the air and lays it in. 47-44 Plymouth. 2.5 now to go in the fourth. Zeltwanger dribbling. Hodges, stay with him. Got it over to Haney right side. Hopping in, Haney. Got away with the walk. And Renz with a reach-in foul stops the clock. The 2:21.
Jeremy trying to play as aggressive as he can without fouling. Picks up his third.
I'm not very happy with the Plymouth defense in that particular situation. 47-44. Into the game for Bremen. Once again, it'll be Ryan Hessler. And Hessler, he's had
11 points on the night.
An impressive evening. He's playing with 3 fouls as Haney looks to inbound. And Zeltwanger will be the recipient. We'll bring it across the timeline with 2:18 left to go in the fourth. Zeltwanger picked up his dribble, Haji on him, and he gets it off to Leeper. Niagara trying to stay with Leeper, does. Leeper picks up the basketball, looks for help, hopping out and handling it as Zeltwanger. Wants baseline on Hodges. Now to Hessler, one-on-one with Renz. Forces a bad shot, it goes in and out from 14.
Hodges with a big rebound.
Great defense by Renz. Now it's on to Hodges, the Niagara. Left side, it's Handled by Renz again. To the top. Randy Davis now right wing. To Welch. To Renz. To Hodges on the left side. Popping out at the top of the key. Neilinger. Over to Randy right wing. One-on-one with Coons. Marked up by Welch. Now taken by Renz. To Hodges. Tries to get Zeltlanger off of him. Zeltlanger gets called for a reach-in foul. Stopping the clock in a minute and a half.
Put Haji at the line. Had to. They had really no choice. Plymouth with a three-point lead was going to burn that clock down on them. Hodge will go to the line for a one-on-one.
47-44 is your score with a minute and a half left. Hessler takes a seat. Bremen will call another timeout. So with this out, we'll take a 30-second blue. Fantastic team this season as Austin Hodges with the free throw. Miss it. Neidlinger on offensive board. Put it up, no good. Loose ball. Bremen grabs with a minute 26 left. Haney will dribble across the timeline. Zips it far corner to Klingy. He pops a shot over Welch. Missed it short. Big rebound, Neidlinger.
Why would you rush that shot?
And Kevin Eichenbarger saying the same thing, and he's not a happy coach. Neidlinger to Davis with a minute 8 left in the game. Plymouth leading by 3, 47-44.
Randy's your free throw shooter. Going to try to keep the ball close to Randy's hands.
Jeremy Renz with it now. Now to Randy Davis. Bumped by Coons, no foul to Neidlinger, who pulls it back out with 54 seconds left. Plymouth up by 3. Hodges out of the far corner, dribbles out of it. Now to Randy Davis with 45 seconds left. 47-44 in favor of Plymouth. Renz is fouled finally, left corner.
Jeremy will go to the line. Well, he's 2 for 2 tonight. I think of all the players out here, Jeremy understands his role the best so far this year. He understands what he's capable of doing and not doing. And he's had a good day tonight on defense and blocking out.
Now, Jeremy Renz is a very physical player despite his 5'8" stature. And he will give big post guy fits. The key for him is to ensure that they don't get the jump shot over him from that volleyball line in. As that free throw up by Jeremy's good.
3 for 3 tonight.
That's a big bucket by Jeremy because that only makes it a 2-point possession. 48-44 Plymouth. That's even a bigger bucket here. It's up and the free throw is good. 49-44. Plymouth with a lead and 41 seconds to go in the game. Cornett with the basketball. Cornett, no hurry, kicked it off to Coons, and that works out for Plymouth advantage. Now to Leeper. Can't shoot the three. Throws up the right elbow jumper. No good, and Neidlinger grabs the rebound, and he is not fouled. 24 seconds left to finally the foul. Oh, Neidlinger travels. The official calls a travel on Neidlinger as he was approaching a trap situation near the half-court line. And Plymouth calls a timeout. We'll keep it here. Wow. So Neidlinger apparently with a case of the curly shuffle. Right where the half-court. And he will inbound, and can he find anybody? There it is. Coons at the top of the key, 22 seconds. Coons dribbles in. Neidlinger goes for the block, and Neidlinger gets called for the body foul as he left his feet.
Yeah, went for the swat there. All he had to do is just keep his arms straight up and just float with him. Nick has unbelievably good vertical leap.
Stops the clock at 19.6, and that's not really what you want.
And Kuntz will be at the line to shoot a pair of free throws.
The free throw is up and good. He had a home roll.
Aaron picks up his first free throw of the night, his 5th point of the night.
And a second free throw will be coming to Aaron Coons. Scored 10 points against Argus Wednesday. This free throw out. Big miss. Rebound Welch. To Davis. They're going to have to foul him. And they do. So the foul is on Bremen. Then Klingy gets called for it. That'll be his 4th.
4 guys on him, and they all knew he was going to foul him. See, the point I don't get there is the officials know they're going for the foul. And why let somebody get banged around? The first hack, you just call it. They had to stop the clock, and they had to get the ball back. So the only way they could do that is get Randy to shoot free throws.
Davis delivers
on his way in, perfect.
24 on the night for Randy.
5 for 5 from the free throw line.
And here comes his second free throw. It is up. Good. 51-45 Plymouth. Down to 13 seconds to go. Ball zipped out of bounds off the great hustle of Austin Hodges. He prevented a corner shot. And it'll be an inbound for the Lions. Stopping the clock at 11.2, but this game pretty much over. Bremen will inbound. They're trailing. And he tries to get it in, and now he's forced to call a timeout.
Good defense by Plymouth.
So no time ticked off. 51-45 your score. Plymouth has the lead. Well, nice way with 11 seconds to go in this one. And Neisinger picked it off. Outlets to Davis. Davis will just hold on for the final 5 seconds. Cornett goes for the steal, can't do it. And those two go at one another. So it stops the clock with 2.5 seconds left.
Yeah, Randy definitely didn't need to throw that. I know he's been hacked a lot in this game, but he's going to get hacked a lot in a lot of games, and he did last year. He needs to get back into that mental game where you just can't do that.
Yeah.
We're going to back off the line here, just let Randy shoot these two. Only 2.5 seconds left. 6-point lead, Plymouth.
So that's 5 on Cornett, and he will go. Davis to the free throw line for the Pilgrims. Caleb Haddon and Sam Polstich will be checking in here for 2.5. Here's the free throw, and Randy hits. And Elliott will come in as well. Haddon's going to come in for Rowdy.
Brian Welch checks out with 6 points. Strong underneath. The rebound. Blaine Schaefer's going to try to do a little bit here with that body of his. He comes in for Jeremy. You can see how stiff Blaine looks.
He looks like a tree. A tree that doesn't want to move. He needs to get loosened up, though. All right, Davis has got his second free throw coming. And the free throw is up, and it is good. And he finishes the night with 27 points.
8 for 8 from the line. That's a great way to start out the free throw shooting for the year.
1 second left as the half-court shot is no good, and the Plymouth Pilgrims start off their year with a W here in the Lions' Den. Final score, 53-45. Plymouth with 6-1 in the conference last season. They went 10-1 at home and 15-1 on the road. And they in with one road victory already. That was the season opening win against Bremen. We're ready for tip-off. And that's going to be Jake Everett and Nick Neisinger. Randy Davis had the ball knocked out of his hands by Colton Keel, the 6'3" junior. And it goes out of bounds. It'll be Plymouth inbound on the far sideline. And it will be Plymouth ball to begin the game.
Nice scouting there. We read that scouting report where we want to get that tip. Randy was right there for it.
Neisinger has it on the right wing side, popping out Welch. There's Jeremy Renz over to Randy Davis on the left wing side. Now to Austin Hodges, one-on-one with McIntyre. Now to Neisinger, popping out again Renz. Randy Davis already gets knocked down. The left elbow, which runs down to Hodges again. Hodges gets it into the hands of Neisinger. Down goes Davis for a second time, no call. Neisinger to Randy. Randy outside the arc. Going to skip past Hodges left side. Top of the key, Neisinger off a screen, Davis. And now we got a foul called on Triton. It's going to be a grab by A.J. Harrison, the 6'2 senior, who's got the assignment on Randy tonight.
Finally, that was the third time that there was major contact coming off a screen. And Randy gets the call the third time. Out of bounds. So now they're talking to the scorekeepers there. I'm not sure why. From our vantage point, we can't tell.
Randy Davis coming off a 27-point performance against the Bremen Lions. It'll be Renz to inbound right in front of the Triton bench, off to the right of the score desk, down courtside. We're here located on the southeast end of the gymnasium, up here out on the deck. Austin Hodges has the basketball. To the right side, Randy. Out of the right corner, back out top of the pass to Welch. Now to Renz. Around left side now to Hodges. Hodges thought inside, goes out to Neilinger instead. At the perimeter, Neilinger looking inside. Nobody's getting open. Welch pops out. Now Renz again at the top. Jeremy looking. Off a flare, this is Hodges. Using the screen. There's running Hodges shoot it if he wants it. Now into the low post, Welch backs his man up, kicks it out to Randy. Randy on the right wing side, and he'll get it back out top to Welch again. Left side, there's Hodgie for three. It's up, it's in and out. Tipped up, still loose. There's a board by Welch. High off the glass and in. That's what Hodgie does and can do when he shoots the ball. And Triton turns over the basketball on their first play. Lead for Bart Christian. He wasn't looking. And the ball goes right by him out of bounds. Turnover Triton, Plymouth basketball. Man press, full court here for Triton. And now they're going to back off and give room for Randy. Davis will bring it across the timeline into the hands of Austin Hodges. Austin will now dribble, and then he gets hammered on an inverted right hook by Troy McIntyre. That stops the clock at 6:27.
Troy's first, team second. Right now, Plymouth just making Triton work on defense. That was on the scouting report. And they get tired on defense. Tired of playing it.
Renz has the basketball, and he will look to inbound. Hodgie broke his man, and they'll just pull it out, and we'll set up the half court. Now to Renz. Jeremy right back to Hodgie on the right side. Doesn't take the lane, so he goes down to the right low block to Randy Davis. So going to post up. Back out to Hodges at the free throw line. In left to Welch. Turns up strong. Missed it. Tipped around. It goes out of bounds. Last touched by Welch.
Ryan went up against the big Jake Edwards, 6'7". Well, there was a lot of contact there, no call. But that was a good, to me, a good post move to take it out.
Right. The problem is, I don't think Welch knew where he was.
Yeah, he
got too far to hit the basket. Harrison has the basketball for Triton, and he gets it out to the right side, and Everett got it up there by Neilinger. Looking for a lob, but it doesn't happen. Plymouth shut it down. It's Christian now with it. Christian is fouled on the way to the bucket, and that's going to be a reach in on Plymouth. And this one, I believe, is going to go on Neilinger.
34. Nick Neilinger picks up his first.
2 minutes gone by here in the opening quarter. 2-0 Pilgrims. Inbound Triton right of the basket. And Harrison gets it into the hands of Everett. Jake Everett, a 6'7" senior, 12 points against Argus. Plymouth almost got a steal, but it's back to Harrison on the left wing side. He's going to pull it back out, so Triton will set it up again. Now in the post up, way out of his realm is Everett. Back to the top of the Christian, over the far wing. Trying to get something established there is McIntyre. McIntyre back out to the top. Harrison, shot fake on the three. Have no intention. Now to Everett on the post up, right elbow high. On him is Renz. No back door for Triton at all. Plymouth shutting it down. And it's Harrison seeing the near baseline. He has to kick it to the near wing. Christian round to McIntyre. Now the lob to Everett down low. Near corner Christian. No shot. Hodges got there. Back out. Neilinger gets a steal and a cross-court feed. Neilinger down the court. Scores! Boy, Plymouth's defense sharp early. 4-0 Plymouth. Christian now on the top. Key McIntyre. He'll go on the right wing side. Looking. Now he sees the baseline. Tries to go up with a baseline kick. It's worked back out. A three on the way by Harrison. Harrison hits the three. His second three of the season. Had one against Sargus in the first game of the year. So now, just like that, it's 4-3 Plymouth. They have the basketball with Neilinger on the left wing side. Fast to fend off Christian. Now to Randy Davis. Slow down a little bit here. A little bumping going on as Neilinger tries to cut underneath. Renz with the basketball at the top of the key. The southpaw is going to get it to the right elbow high to Welch. Now kicked it to the wing. Neilinger baseline drive. He's looked to skip it. Back out. Hodges. Now to Davis. They were thinking that Neilinger walked there, at least some of the Triton fans, but the official didn't blow the whistle. Renz to the right side. Welch. Welch trying to go inside. Nothing happening. Now Neilinger has it just inside the arc. He'll hand it off to Hodges, and Austin will work the offense. He sees if there's a count working against him right now. There isn't. He'll kick it off to the right side to Randy Davis. Plymouth leading by 1, 4-3, 1-4 to go in the first. Renz to Neilinger in the left corner. Looking. Wants to dribble out to the top of the key. Follows the lead. Lost the ball. Traveled.
Well, he's got one too many bumps there that he couldn't handle. First turnover for Plymouth.
3:49 left to go in the opening quarter. 4-3 to score. Triton looking to take the lead for the first time tonight.
Reggie Davis checks in for Triton.
So it'll be Harrison to bring it up court. Will start on the left side. Gets across the timeline, works the middle. No screen. Now he gets one. Takes to the right end and handed it off. Into the game, getting the first touch is Reggie Davis, who was a starter at the point guard last year for Clayton. Not this year. Ever with a beautiful spin move. Overshot his mark in 10. Big board and a putback by